Jiang Bo was born on March 13, 1977 in Shandong Province, China. Growing up in rural China, she discovered her talent for running at an early age while attending local schools, where physical fitness and sports were part of the curriculum. Like many young athletes in China, Jiang Bo's introduction to running was shaped by the national focus on identifying and nurturing athletic talent. In the early 1990s, Jiang Bo's potential was spotted by local coaches who encouraged her to train rigorously. Her natural speed, endurance, and determination became evident during school competitions, where she consistently outperformed her peers. This early success earned her a place at a regional sports academy, a key step in the journey of many successful Chinese athletes. Under the structured training environment of China's sports development programs, Jiang Bo began honing her abilities in middle-distance running. During this time, she came under the guidance of renowned coaches, including Ma Junren, the controversial but highly effective coach who trained a group of elite female runners known as the Ma's Army. Jiang Bo was selected to join this prestigious group, marking the beginning of her rise to prominence on the international athletic stage. Career peak, breaking world records. Jiang Bo's career reached its peak in the mid-1990s, a golden era for Chinese middle-distance running. Under the strict and intensive training regime of Ma Junren, she developed into one of the most formidable middle-distance runners of her time. Ma's Army was known for its grueling training programs and incredible performances, with Jiang Bo emerging as one of its brightest stars. The pinnacle of Jiang Bo's career came in 1997 when she delivered one of the most outstanding performances in the history of athletics. On October 18, 1997, at the National Games of China in Shanghai, Jiang Bo shattered the world record in the women's 5,000 meters, recording an astonishing time of 14:28.09. This time surpassed the previous record, solidifying her place as the fastest female 5,000-meter runner in history at the time. This performance was not just a personal triumph but also a moment of immense pride for Chinese athletics, as Jiang Bo's record showcased China's growing strength in the sport. Her ability to maintain a blistering pace throughout the race left spectators and experts in awe, cementing her reputation as an extraordinary athlete with unparalleled stamina and speed. Main achievements. Dominating the track beyond her world record in the 5,000 meters, Jiang Bo's career featured a series of impressive performances that established her as a dominant force in middle-distance running. Her main achievements include breaking barriers in the 5,000 meters. Jiang Bo's world record in the 5,000 meters at the 1997 National Games remains the defining moment of her career. It stood as a benchmark for middle-distance running and highlighted her ability to compete at the highest level of the sport. National championships. Jiang Bo consistently dominated the national athletics scene in China. She won multiple titles in the 1,500 meters and 5,000 meters, solidifying her reputation as China's leading middle-distance runner of the late 1990s. Success in domestic competitions. Her performances at Chinese domestic competitions, such as the national championships and the national games, were characterized by her unmatched pace and endurance. Jiang Bo's ability to win races by significant margins demonstrated her superiority in middle-distance running. Part of Ma's Army, Jiang Bo's inclusion in Ma Junren's elite training group placed her among some of the best female runners of her generation. The group's success at both national and international levels was unprecedented, and Jiang Bo emerged as one of its most successful members. Her achievements during this period contributed to China's growing dominance in athletics and inspired a new generation of runners. Jiang Bo's world-class performances brought international attention to Chinese middle-distance running and proved that China could produce athletes capable of competing with the world's best. Challenges and controversies. While Jiang Bo's career was marked by incredible achievements, it was also surrounded by challenges and controversies. The success of Ma Junren's athletes, including Jiang Bo, came under intense scrutiny due to allegations of doping and the unconventional training methods employed by their coach. The intense training regimen imposed on Ma's Army, which involved grueling workouts, high-altitude training, and questionable dietary supplements, sparked debates about the ethical and health implications of such methods. Critics questioned whether the incredible performances of athletes like Jiang Bo were achieved naturally or through performance-enhancing substances. In 2000, Ma Junren and several of his athletes faced allegations of doping, and some of his runners were removed from major competitions. While Jiang Bo was never conclusively linked to any doping scandal, the controversies surrounding Ma's army cast a shadow over her career and raised questions about the legitimacy of her achievements. Additionally, the physical and mental toll of the intense training began to take its toll on Jiang Bo and her peers. Many of the athletes trained under Ma Junren experienced burnout and injuries, which curtailed their careers prematurely. Final years and retirement. Following her peak in 1997, Jiang Bo's competitive appearances became less frequent. The demands of elite-level athletics, combined with the controversies surrounding Ma's army, contributed to her gradual withdrawal from the sport. By the early 2000s, Jiang Bo had largely retired from competitive athletics, choosing to step away from the spotlight. Her retirement marked the end of a brief but extraordinary career. While Jiang Bo's time at the top of the sport was short-lived, her achievements, particularly her world record in the 5,000 meters, left an indelible mark on the history of middle-distance running. After retiring, Jiang Bo chose to lead a quieter life, away from the public eye. Like many former athletes, she shifted her focus to personal pursuits and contributed to athletics in her own way, occasionally participating in events promoting sports development in China.